What's going on, guys? The earnings are in. We had a $2,070 week, solid week, about 35 per hour the entire week. There were some days we were just killing it, like at $44, but it all averaged out to 35. I did 60 hours. Of course, I'll put up all the screenshots, but yeah, it was solid, man. Almost 1,200 from Lyft, about 831 from Uber, and that's with like a $22 added adjustment. So there is like a little difference on the bottom and top, and that's why I think it's like 800 and something, and on the top line of Uber, and then 831 on the bottom, since they added an adjustment, so it ended up being 831. I did one DoorDash this week, so $7 from DoorDash, and 52 bucks. I don't get too many cash tips, but this week I got two $20 tips, which is rare for me at least. Two $20 cash tips, and it ended up being $52 for cash. So all that roughly comes out to $2,070, so $2,070.40. I'm sure we'll get some tips, extra tips rolling in. Sometimes I get tips from a ride I did 2-3 weeks ago, a month ago. I've had sometimes people, I drop them off at the airport. They don't get a ride share until they come back a week, 2 weeks later. Some people don't use it on the daily, and then they forget. They open back up the app, and there you go. So I do expect maybe a few tips. You never know, but pretty solid overall. And I did a great job of starting at 4 a.m. pretty much every day, except the weekends. I always start at 3 a.m., 3:30 the latest, because on the weekends you get a couple of those people that were out late, partying, drinking, whatever. And then 30 minutes, 40 minutes later, you're getting airport rides. So overall solid. And that's with being done by 11 a.m. yesterday. Went to the zoo with my family, my wife and kid, and my mother-in-law tagged along. So usually we do like an hour, 2 hours at most at the zoo. But since my mother-in-law came, and we have season passes, so we got her a discount. Ended up being there like 6 hours. But yeah, and then today, right now, it's 10:45, and we're already well over I think we're like at $236 for the Sunday morning, and then we're done for the day. And as you can see, I'm always just driving, because now I'm headed home so we can go to church. I won't have time later to film anything, so I always gotta film it, unfortunately, while I'm driving and headed home. So sorry for the crappy audio. But I'll even barely have time to edit the dang video later, because I'm driving like 60 hours a freaking week. But yeah, solid overall. A cool thing I didn't realize, so for the healthcare stipend, I'm locked in because we only got 3 days left for the month, something like that, and I'm locked in for like $1,736 on Lyft for my healthcare stipend, and which I get every 3 months. I didn't expect to be super close on the Uber stipend, which is, it's also the same thing, 836 or something like that, or 1,700 and some change, if you do the 25 hours per week. So I'm actually just under 5 hours I need to get by the end of this month of June on active time for Uber, and I'm gonna get an extra $836, so that's $2,600 if I can just get 5 more hours in the next few days, which I could easily do. But it means I'm gonna have to take some crappy rides. It means I can't cherry pick. I just gotta knock it out and stay active, which means I will have to take some crappy rides. But if I can get those 5 hours, that's going to be $836 from Uber next month on the 15th for the healthcare stipend, and $1,736 from Lyft. So that's $2,600 next month. And if I can have my average month of $8,000 gross, I'm looking at like a $9,000 to $10,000 July, and we got 4th of July too. last 4th of July, I think I pulled like $700 in the whole night, which I don't do nights, but 4th of July, New Year's, and Halloween are the 3 nights I'll be out driving all night. Those are my only 3 exceptions where, for me, it's worth having to deal with all the drunk people. But yeah, New Year's and 4th of July, typically I make like $700 in like a span of 10 hours or so, something like that. So I will be driving 4th of July, and it's on a weekend, so it hopefully shouldn't kill the weekday earnings leading up to it, because usually if it's like 4th of July is on a Wednesday, no one goes to work Monday, Tuesday, and it just kind of kills the whole week earnings, and we have like one good day and that's it. So I'm kind of hoping, since it's on Saturday, it won't kill the earnings for the whole week, and we'll still have somewhat of a normal week, because I know a lot of people are going to take the week off, but I'm hoping it will give us somewhat of a normal week, and then leading up to Saturday, just go crazy ham. I'm going to be driving, what is that? I'm shooting probably for like after the fireworks, probably like 8:30, 9 p.m. until I can go, which will hopefully be till like 4 or 5 in the morning. And I'm hoping for at least $600-700. We'll see. You never know. So, but yeah, so I'm pretty psyched on the stipend, the extra $836. I was not expecting I'd be even close to getting. So that'll be a sweet $2,600 bonus for, not only will it pay for all my health care for the next 3 months for me, my daughter, and my wife, but it'll also allow me to keep an extra $836 in my pocket, or I think like $900 in my pocket, something like that, after all our healthcare is paid for 3 months. So yeah, pretty cool. Another solid week, and let's get it. Tomorrow's Monday. You already know, Monday you gotta get it. You gotta put in 10-12 hours, start at 4 in the morning, and hope to get almost a $400 to $500 day. If you put in 10-12 hours on a Monday and you start at 4 a.m., you're making $400. Like I said last week, or I mean this week, this Monday that just passed, I almost hit 500, and I was done at 5 p.m. And this week is crazy because I was done at 2 p.m. almost every single day, and on the weekends I was done by 11 a.m. The only long day I had was Monday until 5:30 p.m. and we still hit almost 2,100 for the week. And so I'm telling you, bro, the mornings are where it's at least for me in my city, in San Diego. But I appreciate you guys, and again, sorry for the crappy audio. I'm always driving. I don't stop driving, and once I do, I gotta head to go with my wife and daughter so I can enjoy my life. All right, peace out, guys. Keep getting that money.